Greetings, everyone. My name is Roho the Demon Wolf, alive, once again, after being inactive for months yet again. First, before this episode starts, I just wanted to let you know that, as of recording this part, it is currently February 12th, 2024, and the podcast episodes 3 to 7 were recorded months before, some of them being back in 2023. This one, for example, was recorded a day before Halloween as of 2023. I just didn't really have the time to edit and post them onto the channel. Not to mention the other videos I have to record, edit, and upload as well. It's actually quite difficult to do so while your PC is having so many problems one after the other. Because of this, I also wanted to apologize for not being active many times and keeping up to date as to what was going on with me. One reason being PC issues, the other is, well, procrastination and laziness. But I promise you, now that I am back, I will continue bringing you guys the videos that I believe at least 3 of you guys have been waiting for. Anyways, enough rambling from me. Enjoy the video, and once again, I'll see you guys very soon. Hello everyone, welcome back. It's almost time for that special day, you know? Welcome back to the Horror Cabin Podcast, a show where we talk about all things horror. I'm your host as always, Roho the Demon Wolf, and with us as always, Immortus the Wendigo and Tay Wolfie. How you guys doing today?
Hey yo,
Hey,
I'm doing good, man. Got some
doing good.
got some good sleep. Ready for spooky season tomorrow.
Oh hell yeah.
We're gonna get snow tomorrow. I heard.
Oh,
I'm getting nothing but rain tomorrow, which is gonna suck if that's true. You know?
well, everything here has been all
Yeah.
rain, so it's been rainy.
Yeah, you ready for Halloween though?
Yes.
I'm ready to
most
scare.
definitely.
I'm ready to
Even though I
scare.
work, I gotta.
Yeah, I work as well too.
I'm ready to scare as many kids as possible in my neighborhood, depending if they're even going to be outside, you know, because of the, like I said, because of the rain. Anyways, I'm actually looking forward to this episode because, you know, last episode we mentioned about urban legends and haunted areas in the United States. But, you know, to start things off, we'll talk about haunted areas and urban legends again, but we should know that it's not just the United States that has this kind of stuff. It happens all over the world. So, this time we're going to talk about haunted areas, the first one at least, we're going to talk about haunted areas from different countries, and then we'll move on to the urban legends. Starting off with haunted areas, Skinless, would you like to go would you like to go first?
Yeah, this one catches my attention. This one always freaked me out. It's the Mexican island of dolls. So it's in Mexico City. I'm gonna butcher this. Comilco Island, known as La Isla de las Monacas, the Island of Dolls. Sorry, I probably butchered that. There's no water. It's all forbidden, and inside it is just dolls over walls, surfaces, mutilated. It's just weird. Some of the people died there. I think it was a worker or a native that lived there, but he some of the children died in that water that drowned there, and one of the guys tried to save him or something like that, and she didn't make it, and all those dolls were hung onto from the children's spirits. So basically they were putting all these dolls on there because, you know, they wanted, I guess, to have peace. I don't know how they worded it. Yeah, there's other spirits that were haunting everybody else. Ghost Adventures crew went there too. You could go there, but it is severely haunted. Like, they even took, there's no batteries in some of the dolls, and sometimes you'll hear laughing, like water going bloop, 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 bloop. Like, you'll actually hear someone drowning, and there's nobody there. And sometimes people get scared, and they'll actually die from a heart attack. I've actually heard about that. Like, someone actually got really scared, and they just died.
Like,
So,
like from like a
literally
heart
all
attack?
these dolls hanging from the trees and wires and all that, all those dolls have spirits in them. And man, the amount of activity there is unreal. Yeah, that's the gist of it. It's almost like a grave, like graves upon graves, but they're in the dolls, if that makes sense.
Kind of like a Pet
Some of these
Cemetery,
dolls
but
have
with
been
dolls, right?
burnt. Yeah. Sorry. Um, they've, you know, someone tried to, put sage and all that because some of them were evil, you know?
All right.
But you could still hear the cries from everybody that is passed away, and it's not for the faint of heart, so that is the gist of that. Yeah, I would not want to visit here at night, man.
You know, I wonder if that La Llorona
So-
spirit visits that island sometimes. You know.
Yeah, my buddy, he's seen it in Mexico. He has seen her.
Oh boy. All right.
Yeah.
Tay, how about you? How would you like to talk about yours?
Are we doing the urban legends first?
It's
or
it's
we doing
haunted
the
areas.
area first?
The haunted areas
Okay.
first.
All right.
Yeah.
So my haunted area, this is in Italy, and this one really gets me. This is called the Evil Tower. Now, the Evil Tower is the most haunted place in Italy. It's supposed to be. It's located. It's haunted by this woman. Her name is Castilia di Papi. If I can really read that right. She haunts this tower. She it's her name, this person's name, actually Castiglio di Papi is the place in Italy. I had that wrong. Her name is Matilda, and she haunts this evil tower, and she still lives there, actually. And there is quite a few people that actually went and visited, and they obviously got scared the living life. They got scared the living high heaven. So a lot of Italy people have not went to this haunted area.
By the way, they're called Italians. Just letting you know.
I know. Italians, they have not went to this evil place. I would not really want to go there. If I ever went to Italy, that's one place I would never want to go, because she could probably come and actually maybe do something to you that you probably wouldn't know. She probably would come out during the day or night. I would not want to go there from any time of the day. I don't really care what time of the day it is in Italy. I would never want to go there. It is still, I did read that it's still there to this day. This haunted place is still there.
That's good.
So, yeah, that is one place I would never want to visit.
So clear me up on something real quick. Is this like a church, like somewhere in Italy? Is it like a family house? Like, what kind of place is it?
It's like, I would say it's a haunted. It says it's a haunted. Just a haunted tower. It doesn't really say what exactly it is. I would say they said it's like a haunted. It's more like a haunted house type structure. So I would say haunted house. Yeah.
It almost started sounding like the Devil Tower that I talked about. That's in my state.
No. Yeah. Sure does sound like it.
It's weird, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, so then now we go to me. Now this place, I had to do a lot of research because there's a lot of countries out there.
Okay.
Therefore, there's a a crap ton of haunted places to check out and, talk about. Some that are talked about, some not as famous as the others.
Yeah.
This one, I believe, is. And I don't know if this would be, like, the first thing that people, would talk about. It's in Japan. I would say the king of horror stuff, like not just in their films, but in their haunted stories as well. One of which is the Suicide Forest, or as is known as, God, we are so American, so we can't be able to pronounce this right. Aokigahara. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know Japanese. I'm sorry, but I believe we all know what the Suicide Forest is, and you can call me crazy for first hearing about it thanks to, Logan Paul, when he vlogged his time there, and that he got so much shit for it. Anyways, we're just focusing on the forest itself. So the reason why it's called the Suicide Forest is because, well, Immortus, how, you and I talked about like how grueling, Japan could be, at least living there,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh god, yeah. It's
there were hundreds of people that basically committed suicide in that forest. And it was so many people committed suicide there that the government themselves had to place information and cards everywhere about suicide prevention. Like, not just at the forest, but pretty much all over the country. And it was all because of, the people that committed suicide there that, well, the forest has a reputation of being the creepiest and most haunted place in Japan. Now, it also says here that it was used to practice ubatsi. I think that's how it's pronounced. Otherwise known as the practice of leaving old women to die in that forest. And it is said that their yurei, or soul, still haunts the woods.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that spirit that, I don't know, probably drove people to commit suicide, And pretty much, here's the thing, suicide, as much as in private people love to make jokes about it, at least in private, it's really not fun. I will tell you this right now, especially the feeling that you get, before you even think about it, take Japan, for example, if you ever, God, Discord's, who's spamming me on Discord? Shut up. Anyways, so, if you ever think about committing suicide, just try to imagine how the people in Japan feel, like all their families that lost their, the people that they love, due to them committing suicide in that forest. Really not fun, Might be a fun place to visit, to, do your paranormal investigation stuff, but to go there and actually think about, being one of those spirits, let's hope that you don't go down that route, Anyways, enough with that. See, I'm also on a rush to make sure this is done because Halloween deadlines are fun, So we're gonna move on now to this. Okay, I need to put on Do Not Disturb on my Discord because people will not stop messaging me. I don't know why I didn't do that before I started recording for the podcast. Anyways, now we're gonna move on.
You're good.
Now we're gonna move on to urban legends. So we've already mentioned about our urban legends in the United States. The Skinwalkers, the Jersey Devil, and whatever Tay talked about. So
Wow.
now, Tay, starting with you, urban legend, different countries. What do you got for us?
Well, this thing is said to be very real. It's in the Philippines. I heard that this because I heard that I heard a lot of stuff that happens in the Philippines, and this thing really kind of strikes my nerves a bit. These things are called aswangs. Now they're demons. They are demons that come out at night. They come out at night, and and they are really, really not human-like. They can take place as a human, but they are really not human-like. They they can disappear. They can go through walls. They can go through. They can even go through your house at night without you even knowing. These things are they're called they're actually hybrids. They're witch vampire hybrids. Now those vampire hybrids freak me out. They feed on humans. They will feed on.
Oh.
If you have a dog or a cat or a pig, they will feed on those too.
Oh, you mean that dog?
Yes. I will not recommend bringing your dog there, Texas. They also drink human blood. They also will steal corpses. If like I said, if you had your dog's corpse just laying in the middle of somewhere, yeah, they'll take that corpse from you.
Oh boy.
They also feed on pregnant women, so that's not a good thing. They will detect the scent of a pregnant woman. That's kind of freaking weird. I don't know how they tend to do that. They also come from the roof. This is how they
Jesus.
know. They come from the roof. They stick their tongue down through the roof, and they will stick their tongue in the woman, inside the woman, and feed on the fetus. And now that's freaking weird.
Oh boy.
How they do that. So yeah, these things are really freaking freaky. I don't recommend living in the Philippines. If I was you, I would not ever want to go down to the Philippines. I would stay 100% away from there as much as possible.
Okay, well, I don't know if I would say that. I mean, what if people are from the Philippines? They want to go back, to that island, islands. The other islands, right?
Well, I don't know. No, these things are not. They don't. No.
No. I'm talking about the country, like the Philippines. Anyways, I was saying, like, I don't know if I would say, not to visit the Philippines because of these things. It is urban. They are urban legends after all. It shouldn't make you be afraid to visit a place you would love to go to. Especially if you're, especially if you're Filipino.
Well, I heard it's not really a good place to even try to stay there. I mean, I had one of my dad's friends go visit the Philippines, and they said they did not like visiting there because of everything. But yeah, anyways, that is about my urban legend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So,
cool.
basically, the fact that they're able to like shapeshift into whatever. They almost sound like skinwalkers, That's almost familiar. But then you mentioned about the feeding off the fetus, and oh boy, I remember skinwalkers doing that, All right, All right. How about Immortus, the guy that loves, spooky shit? I figured you got a good one for us, right?
Oh yeah. They got the what is it? Tiki, the legless woman in Japan. Yes,
Ooh.
I know. We're getting a lot of these, Japanese, Asian, urban. It's just so like, boom, in your face.
Oh
but
yeah.
Anyways, so this Japanese woman named Kashima Raiko was walking home at night. She fell to a group of, assailants. She was beaten, left for dead. I think.
Oh my God! Hold on.
The train like ran her over, and her legs were ripped off by the train. But they beat her to the ground. She was begging for help. She lost consciousness, and ever since then, the spirit of the Tiki, the reason why it sounds like Tiki is because that's what it sounds like when she's crawling. So and she's fast. So she's got like this, I don't know, no legs. She's running at you full speed. So what really gets me weirded out. You know how ghosts are like when you see in like pictures are like white or like grayish. Japanese ghosts are like blue almost. You know what I mean? Like really pale skin. Like they're still there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So it's like this blue pale thing with no legs. Her intestines are out, like smearing across the ground. Like you're just like shocked. Like what do you do? Like you can't really do anything because she just runs at you like on her hands. And you could just
Oh
hear
my
tick, 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 tick. And after you hear that, she just cuts you in half and you're dead. Like, to be honest, I don't know if this is true, but I've known some urban legends in Japan are true. So I would not be surprised if this was true, but this one got me because it's just the fact she's tick, 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 all you hear. Like on at night, like you're just walking, minding your own business, and then just this woman with no legs just comes up and cuts you in half. Like, it's a short story. That's literally it. But she haunts every train station, so like, so you could just go home at a train and you could just see this thing coming on the railroad tracks. Like it's like
Oh my god.
super fast.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's creepy.
God.
So that is gonna do it for that one. Not very long. That honestly is.
See, it proves that
Yeah.
a story doesn't have to be long in order for you to just,
Yeah.
you know, to give you the chills. The Japanese, they master this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
they do.
If you're in Japan, please avoid railroad tracks, because honestly, with Japan's history and horror, I could maybe see this being real. Like, not gonna lie, but who knows? Anyways.
I mean, look, if the Jersey
that's that.
Devil doesn't prove to be real, then, you know, we could be safe. You know, we could be safe. Anyways, now to finish off
This is
with
true.
mine.
Okay.
This is now, Immortus. Your
Mhm.
ancestors happen to be Germans, right?
Yes, mostly German,
Yeah.
Germanic tribes too.
So, and this is something that a lot of people would basically first think of when it comes to basically German folklore. We are familiar with Holly Jolly Santa Claus. How about Krampus? How about
Oh
that?
god.
This man,
God.
let me tell you. Now, we're all familiar with Santa Claus, and I'm sure that a lot of people that, you know, watch this episode are going to be familiar with, you know, the Krampus legend. Basically, think of, you know, Santa Claus, but he had it with naughty children, basically. And the funny thing is that I actually did this on my brother once, and he actually believed it, despite the fact that we're in the U.S. and not, you know, Germany. So we should be good. Anyways, so the thing about Krampus, he is a half goat, half demon creature, which apparently a lot of furries in this fandom love Krampus. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. Usually black or brown, with goat horns, forked tongue, sharp fangs, and cloven hooves. So, I wonder the Jersey Devil got that inspiration. So, what he does is that he arrives in the evening of December 5th, or as they call it, a Krampus Nacht, which is Krampus night. I think I said it right, right?
Yes.
Yeah?
you're
Okay.
Good. Yes.
So,
Nah.
he kidnaps children, in a sack, naughty children, basically. He enters the towns, lashing his chains and bells, and basically proceeds to torture the children. Drowning them, eating them alive, dropping them to basically to hell, even beating them with birch branches. Now, he is known to be the son of Hel, which is the Norse god of the underworld. A little Norse mythology there. My boyfriend would love hearing about this. And he basically became associated with the, with Christmas, despite the Catholic Church, banning him. Well, because he's a demon. Like, what do you expect? And still to this day, Germany, treats the whole, they treat Krampus like, as like a tradition of their country. Holding parades and events One of them called a Krampuslauf. Sounds fun, not gonna lie. Wish I could join in. And they even go so far as, like, a bunch of young men dressed up as Krampus just to scare the crap out of everyone. So think of it as, like, an extra Halloween day in Germany in December instead of October. It sounds
Lucky.
a lot of fun. Yeah, it's lucky for them. Yeah, we only get one. Well,
Lucky.
technically we get the whole month, but still. There's like a one day that we actually do celebrate Halloween. These guys do it whenever. Which, would make sense because, Germany technically, did make, the first few horror films that, well, basically brought the genre into the film industry. I don't know if they made a film based on Krampus. Like, I know nowadays we do, but it was filmed here instead of, in Germany. But I wonder if they actually made a film of Krampus back in the day as well.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah. So that's my urban legend, Good old Krampus, good old Germany, and of course the Japanese scaring the shit out of people still to this day. Now we're gonna play a little game for the final section. So in the last episode we talked about serial killers in the U.S. And you might think we're about to talk about serial killers, different countries. Well, here's the thing: just like the haunted areas and urban legends, there are so many countries around the world. There are so many things we could talk about that, if we were to try to talk about it, well, there would be at least, like, I don't know, 20 episodes, which, trust me, would get boring. So instead, we're going to do a little game. Now, you probably heard me mention, like, just recently, that there were horror films made around the world. Not just here in the US. Different countries got in as well. Now, I have 31 horror films. On this website, I have 31 horror films. I'm going to say the name of them. Thankfully, they're all translated to English, so I don't have to try to butcher any languages. But I'm going to name a horror film, and you guys have to guess which country it's from. So you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
And this time, I'm going to keep score. How I'm going to do that, actually, I have no idea. But, oh my god, my phone vibrated in my hand. It scared me. So, the first one. The Nazarene and the Wolf in 1975.
Jeez. I'm gonna go on a limb and say Romania.
Wrong. Tay, wake up.
I'm like,
You look like your eyes are closed.
yeah, I was thinking.
Okay.
Rasputin and the Wolf. I would say go on a limb and say. Japan? I don't know.
Not Japan, no. It was Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah. So I should say, just to make sure that we don't take too much time.
Yes.
I'll put up a 10-second. You know what? I'll put up a 10-second. I really should have done this before we start recording. I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds each with one guess. All right.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
Next
got
one.
it.
The Babadook.
Weird.
Immortus, go.
Babadook. France?
Nope. Tay. Go.
Italy.
No. It was Australia. You guys are gonna hate this, I know. All right, how about this?
Whatever.
Daughters of Darkness. Immortus, go. And...
Germany.
Nope. But you're close. Oh god, stop. Okay. You're close though. All right, Tay, go.
Russia.
Wrong. Belgium.
Oh.
All right. The seven vampires.
I'm gonna say Romania.
No, it's not Romania. I know why you would think that.
Whatever.
All right, Tay, go.
I don't know.
Germany. I don't know.
Brazil. All right.
What?
Okay, how about
Get out of here.
Well,
Okay, so how about I make this easier? When I see a country, I'll say what continent it's on. Will that help out?
All right.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Ginger snaps in North America.
Ginger
North America. Oh my god.
Skinless. And...
Man, I'm drawing blanks, honestly.
Okay. Tay, how about you?
What's in the I'm not sure.
I don't know.
All right. That was Canada.
Duh, really?
Gross.
Okay, this one you should know. Nosferatu, the vampire. It's
Nearby?
Immortus. No, come on! Don't tell me you don't know where Nosferatu came from.
I give up, man.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Okay. All right. Tay, how about you? Are you able to guess?
No, I don't know.
Germany.
Oh, anyways.
Okay. I think it's safe to say that if a film was not made in the U.S., we most likely don't know about it. Well, I mean, unless it was Japanese. I guess you guys would get some of them at least, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
depends on
Some.
what they. It all depends on what they are, really.
Okay, well, anyways, that's all the time we got for this podcast. I hope you all learned something new today. Like how I learned that none of us would know these films from different countries, which would be expected, as typical Americans we are. You know. Any final things you guys want to say?
I think we should. Next topic should be horror in video games.
Ooh. Oh, don't worry. We'll cover that, in the future. You know.
Or like, for sure.
Yeah.
I hate guessing games.
Okay. I'll make sure not to.
I hate guessing games. My brain doesn't work.
Other than that, I have to work on Halloween, and it's gonna be cold.
Yeah. All right, Tay, how about you? Any final thing you want to say to the podcast or to the people watching this? Assuming they're still watching this.
No, not really.
Okay. All right.
No,
Well.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well. Cool. Good. Anyways. So, like I said, that's all the time we got for the podcast. We definitely have a lot more to talk about when it comes to horror stuff. And trust me when I say this, there will be like a few times that I'll even do this little guessing games. I figured it's a way to keep it fun. You guys are having fun, obviously, right?
No, I feel dumb.
Not really.
Well, I tried. Anyways, so
Tried.
thank you guys so much for watching. If you want, leave a like, comment your favorite haunted area and urban legend, around the world, including any horror films that could be American, could be anywhere else. Chances are we might not hear about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to know when we have more episodes coming out. I also want to make sure that when we get enough success in this podcast, I'll try to post this on Spotify if I know how, So far, YouTube's the only way I could be able to do this stuff. And as always, keep your fears and anxiety levels high. We'll see you guys very soon in the cabin. I almost forgot what the outro is. We'll see you again in the cabin again very soon. That's what it was. I have a fun, safe, and also scary Halloween night. Goodbye, everyone.